Well guys, we're officially owners of an aircraft. We're about 6 minutes away from where we're picking it up in New Jersey. We got up at 5 in the morning to get everything together, get our wing jigs. We say wing jigs because we drove here to drive it home. We gotta take the wings off of it. Luckily, we've never done that before, so that's gonna be some learning, but we got a nice 35-foot goose deck trailer and about 8 hours of sunlight to figure it out, and then about a 3-hour drive back home. So yeah, I think we're gonna do okay. We'll be good. Seems pretty simple. The thing is, we found a 1946 Cessna 140 that needs some work. It was outside for the last year, but it's been hangared for the most part of its life, which is nice. But while it was outside, it had a branch fall on it, and it tore through the fabric on the right wing. So it's going to need a recovering anyways. Definitely probably going to be looking at getting the engine overhauled, because I believe the last overhaul was in 1989, before either one of us was alive. Correct. So I'm excited. We're going to get into it. We're going to try to figure out how to get the wings off, get it on the trailer, and we'll document the plane and some of the process once we get there. So we got 5 minutes to get ready for this. All right, we were a little too excited to get started when we got here to actually talk about it too much. But the biggest mission is we got to take the wings off, which we're currently doing. A lot of the inspection panels we pulled off so we can actually see underneath where the struts actually connect to the wing struts connect to the fuselage. And then we got to kind of take them off systematically to drop the wing in a controlled manner so we don't hurt it any more than it already is. So up here you can kind of see Z is working on
pulling off these control cables for the left aileron.
Yeah, so with all these, we're gonna pop them loose, put them back into the fuselage for safekeeping for the trip home. But the thing is, I mean, for an aircraft that's 78 years old, we're actually getting to look into it a bit further now as we get these panels off. It's in pretty decent shape. It's gonna take some work to get it back to where we want it to be, so to fly it all the time, but it's a pretty good start so far. Right.
Looking. Oh. Very nice.
That's cute. What? Ah. What? He's yeah, dude. Where'd he come out of? The wing?
I think he came out of it.
He's like, you're trying to take my home. Okay, we've been here for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. And if you notice, our airplane doesn't have any wings on it anymore. So we're getting pretty close to being able to put it on the truck. It's a lot easier than we thought it was gonna be. It's a little awkward trying to get them off. But you know, a couple of people and a ladder with some packing blankets is all you need. Got Z down there.
Grabbing all the bolts from all the wings.
Luckily we've done a pretty good job of keeping everything in bags, labeled, so we shouldn't have too much stuff out of place by the time we get back to the hangar and start really doing the brunt of everything. We're just trying to tear down as much as we can with the help of an A&P friend of ours and start making a parts list. So we'll see. Now we got to get this thing on the trailer, but we have the wings on there. Zach did a hell of a job to make some wing jigs for us yesterday. So we only have about a 3-hour drive home, but we got these basically resting on straps. So we'll have the wing supported underneath. Top wing is supported as well, and then we'll strap it down so they can't go anywhere. These wings all have to be cut open and gone through anyways, but you know, this should work for us to get home at least. So we'll get the last jig here, so that's supported, it's on the ground, and then we'll start to roll the Cessna up here and get on our way. Okay, we took a little longer than expected.
Definitely took a little longer than expected.
But we have it on the trailer. She's all secure. The wings, the jigs worked out perfect. We had to rework some of the straps, but that didn't take too long. 72891 is on our way to a new home to hopefully get some restoration done. Z, what was the biggest surprise of the day for you? I mean,
probably how easy it did come apart and how light the wings actually were.
yeah, I was gonna say the wings. When we finally took the spar bolts loose and we, you know, had to catch them, I was expecting them to be way heavier. You know, makes you kind of think about how light these aircraft actually
Really
are. But you know, it's all in all, it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. We took our time. Luckily, everything that we took off stayed in the same condition as it was before we touched it. So now we got about a 3-hour drive home. We're gonna go extra slow, stop every you know, few 50 miles or so, just to make sure everything was stayed tied down. But Man, I'm excited. I don't know about you. Yeah.
This is gonna be fun. That's for sure.
Dope. Well, let's get on the road and try to get this thing to a hangar.
You got it, bro. You got it.